about the first time we met?
I knew I was going to get this question. The first time we met, the real time or
the first time we met?
The first time we met, I was very intoxicated. And I barely remember. But your face was familiar the second time we met. But that was the first time we met. I was very intoxicated. I don't remember much. But okay. What was your first impression of me?
Oh man, my first impression of you. You were cute. You were tall. Young. Very young. Swaggy. Yeah. Cute, young, and swaggy. That's what I thought when I first met you. And then when we met the second time, which was our official first time meeting, you were like extremely shy. Extremely shy. Like almost socially awkward. But you were still like adorable. Adorable. What's your earliest memory of me?
My earliest memory? The white party at diner, you creeping in the corner. I don't care what you say. Yeah, you was creeping in the corner. Yes, you were. I remember the white party. And you had on the little vest. That was my first impression. I mean, my first memory of you. But, wait. If the first time meeting you, I mean, we were just introduced, and I was just like...
No, what was your first memory of you?
My earliest memory of you. Yeah, I guess
was me creeping at the side in Dinah? At the white party at Dinah?
Yeah, I don't know how I remember that. But
that's hilarious. Who between us will be the breadwinner, and how do you feel about it?
Who between us will be the breadwinner? Me.
Okay.
I feel great about it. Yeah, I feel great about it because, not to say that's my plan, that's my mission, but to be the breadwinner, but there's certain freedoms that I would like for our family, so that makes me want to be the breadwinner. So I feel great about it. And I feel like, I know that you're very type A and you like control, but I feel like the lifestyle that I would like for us to have, you would love. And it will still give you a chance to have a sense of purpose. Like, yeah. So that's how I feel about that. Okay. What do you think our friends don't get about us?
Oh. I don't think they get our baby process. And more specifically, why you can't carry and place in me. Obviously, we have I have my issues with infertility, and we weighed our options, and we're going through the process now for IVF. But I don't think that people understand why it wasn't just easy for us to make the decision for you to just pick, choose to carry instead of me, and then it not be an issue. Us just moving on from there. It's simpler and less of a hassle, so you can just carry. And I don't think anybody understands that. But all in all, they don't understand the process.
Yeah, I agree.
What do you worry could end our relationship?
Oh, this is an emotional one, actually. Man, crazy. Oh, we know. I think you growing cold. You have a tendency to block your emotions out. Mm-hmm. So I don't know. I don't think I can deal with that. Mm-hmm. So yeah, I think you growing cold because ultimately it will make us grow apart. Mm-hmm. So yeah, you growing cold. growing cold and just not being open with me anymore. Because you like to take on things by yourself. And I'm not necessarily like that. So I think that, yeah, it will eventually cause us to grow apart. That's it. What do you love about my mom?
She's super sweet. I love the fact that she's super sweet and she's open. And that she accepts us and supports us. And I think that's really, really important, you know, to have that, especially from my mom. So.
Okay.
If only one of us could be successful, who would you want it to be and why?
Man, so successful is very subjective.
Mm-hmm.
I think I would want it to be you.
Why is that?
Because I feel like you have that. How can I explain it? Say we had kids, which obviously we're planning to do. I could be the one to stay home and take care of and things like that, and kind of sacrifice that. I think I would have an easier time doing that than you would. I think that you have a certain thing about you being alpha female that you got to go out and get it.
Mm-hmm.
So if I had to choose, I would want you to have that satisfaction in your life. So yeah, that's why.
If you can envision the future for me, what does it look like?
If I can envision a future, I would love for you to have a future serving a purpose from your heart and doing what you want to do from your heart, exactly how you want to do it, and not just a piece of it.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like you're happy and you do things that make you happy and feel fulfilled, but I don't necessarily know if it's heartfelt.
Mm-hmm.
So I want you doing something from your heart, and not having to worry or look forward to the day that you can do something that you want to do.
Something different.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's it. Why are you a good match for me?
Oh, this is easy. I'm your total opposite, but we're so similar at the same time. We provide each other the balance that's necessary. Well, based on the question, I provide you the balance that you need, the structure, the fast pace, to keep you on your toes, keep you grounded. You have a tendency to you have like a really vivid imagination, and I tend to bring in the side of realism to you to keep you grounded. I think I'm your perfect match. Duh. Yeah, I'll offer you that balance that you need, but in return, you also do the same for me.
You think you complimenting yourself?
Oh, girl, yes, I do compliment you. The yin to your yang. Yeah, I definitely compliment you. Ooh, that was it. That's it. That was interesting.
Very.
Definitely evoked some emotion. It felt good.
It did.
We always have talks. Like, we have deep conversations with each other and ask each other whatever, and we're always open and honest. We always have these conversations with each other, but with these types of conversations, but to sit down with no distractions, and it just be us, and just like staring each other in the eye, no distractions whatsoever, and answering these questions honestly, felt good.
You did.
I love you.
Oh, me too. Had me crying and stuff.
You had me crying. As soon as you started crying, I started watering. I don't like when you cry.
I don't think you like when I cry, but sometimes you be like,
she's very emotional.
That's the cold stuff I'm talking about.
I'm trying to be warmer. I'm working on it.
I be talking to her crying. She'd be like, that exact thing.
That's how I do it?
Yeah.
This was good.
It was.
Hopefully you guys will do the same. I think that is a really good exercise to do with your partner.
So that concludes this video of Life with TaiPai. And we will see you guys next time.
If you're not following us, follow us. Subscribe, follow, share. If you have any questions, make sure you ask us. Till next time.